شكرا على حسن الاستقبال في جهة طنجة تطوان الحسيمة. Nous allons maintenant donner la parole au président de la CGM, M. Chakib.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Excellency, Mr. President of Republic of Gambia, Excellency, Mr. President, Republic of Liberia, Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister of Commonwealth of Grenada, Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, tout protocole préservé, dear friends, it is an honor to speak today at MEDays Forum, where in Tangier, a city that stands as a symbolic gateway between Africa, Europe, and the world. Tangier embodies Morocco's historic vocation for openness, connectivity, and ambition. And it is a perfect place to reflect on the deep transformations reshaping our global economy and on the role Africa must play in this new dynamic. Around us, the world is changing at unprecedented speed. Global value chains are beginning and being reconfigured. The energy transition is accelerating. Digital sovereignty has become a strategic imperative, and food and health service security are emerging as central priorities. In this context, Africa is no longer a peripheral actor. When its 1.4 billion citizens, soon to double, its rising middle class, its vast natural resources, and above all, its extraordinary youth, Africa is emerging as a central pole of global growth. But demographics alone will not define our destiny. What will shape Africa's place in the world is our capacity to industrialize, innovate, and build resilient economies capable of generating the million jobs that our young people deserve. Industrialization remains the most powerful engine of transformation. It enables us to move beyond raw material export, develop regional value chain, seize the opportunities of African continental free trade area, and ensure long-term employment. Every year, millions of young Africans enter the job market. Their aspirations represent both a responsibility and a tremendous opportunity. To meet this ambition, our continent needs infrastructure on a scale never seen before, capable of hosting future industries. Morocco has chosen to make connectivity and infrastructure the backbone of its development model, and the leadership of His Majesty King Mohammed VI, may God assist him, from Tangier Med, Nado West Med, and Dakhla Atlantic to high-speed train, industrial zones, smart city initiative, digital transformation, and a strong strategy in green energy. The kingdom has developed world-class platforms that attract investment, accelerate trade, and integrate us into global value chain in sectors such as automotive, aeronautic, agri-food, and textile. This experience demonstrates that when vision, public policy, and private sector leadership converge, African countries can build globally competitive ecosystems. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the energy transition stands as one of the continent's greatest opportunities. Africa holds some of the world's best solar wind resources and can become a major supplier of green hydrogen and clean industry solutions. Morocco committed early to renewable energies, combining long-term vision with concrete achievements, not only to address climate changes, but also to position the kingdom and the continent as a key actor in tomorrow's low-carbon industry. Africa also holds some of the world's most promising reserve of critical mineral essential for electric batteries, renewable energy technologies, digital infrastructure, and clean mobility. These resources position our continent as the heart of the global transition toward carbon neutral industries. Our priority must be to transform these minerals locally, develop competitive regional value chain, and ensure that Africa captures the real value of its strategic assets. Food security is another cornerstone of Africa autonomy. Although the continent holds 60% of the world's arable lands, it still imports most of what it consumes. Modernizing agricultural value chains, strengthening irrigation, investing in logistics, and accelerating agri-tech innovations are therefore essential to achieve food sovereignty. Digital sovereignty has also become vital. In a world shaped by data, artificial intelligence, and hyper-connectivity, Africa cannot limit itself to being a consumer of technology designed elsewhere. We must be producers, innovators, and owners of our digital infrastructure. But no transformation is possible without financing. Africa must mobilize unprecedented level of capital, domestic, regional, and international. Public-private partnerships will play a decisive role in bringing infrastructure gaps, developing new industries, modernizing education and health system, and accelerating innovation. At the heart of all these transformations stand our youth. Their creativity, ambition, and openness to the world are Africa's greatest asset. We must offer them an education and training that prepare them for the industries of tomorrow, not the job of yesterday. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the world is not watching Africa. The world is turning toward Africa. Morocco, under the visionary leadership of His Majesty the King, has long chosen a path of shared prosperity, co-development, and South-South cooperation. In this context, Morocco's South region are emerging as a strategic bridge between Africa, the Atlantic, and the global market. With world-class ports, growing industrial zones, exceptional renewable energy potential, and a unique geographic position, these regions are becoming natural hubs for manufacturing, supporting logistics, and connecting West Africa and the Sahel to the Atlantic. This dynamic strengthens Africa's integration and enhances the continent's role in global value chains. Finally, as Morocco prepares to host the Africa Cup of Nations this December, it looks ahead to the 2030 FIFA World Cup. These events represent much more than sporting celebrations. They are powerful drivers of economic growth. They stimulate investment in tourism, hospitality, infrastructure, and services, and demonstrate that Morocco and Africa are ready to compete, innovate, and excel on the world stage. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in this moment of global uncertainty, Africa must not be a spectator. Africa must be a force of stability, innovation, energy, resilience, and growth. The private sector, from major corporations to SMEs and startups, has a central responsibility to invest, take risks, innovate, create jobs, and build the value chains that will make Africa one of the world's major economic poles. The time has come for an Africa confident in its strength and resources, united and committed to deepening South-South economic cooperation and strategic partnerships. I reaffirm the commitment of the Moroccan private sector to actively and effectively contribute to these collective ambitions. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.